Apparently we're live. Oh, we are live. I think. Apparently we're live. Right, so good afternoon everyone who's just tuning in. We're just having a test today. I do need to turn my microphone off. We are in the Hornby magazine workshop. I'm just going to move the camera. Of course, it's me and Mike Wild. I'm doing this with a time delay. Oh, lots of people are joining. Mike, you're in shot now. Pressure's on.
Good afternoon, everybody.
There you go. Right, we're just having a test, so you might have to bear with us a bit while we just get to grips with everything. There's lots of people watching already. So I'll say hello to a few people. You've got hello to Fred, Lettuce Trains, Banana Nana Nana King. You've got Ariane's in the chat. She said, where's Luna? Sir Handel, the Grumpy Engine's in. Matt's in, hello. David, Clive. So there you go. Lots of people are joining. Chris, hello. So yeah, we're just having a test. We're having a play with Topnydale at the same time. As I've said, Wardle's in, Tim's in, Gary's in. It's quite a lot of people.
Excellent.
Does no work anymore?
Well, clearly not. No.
Right, so
we're here playing trains.
how's the audio for you guys? Because we did have microphone trouble, but we're recording through a webcam for this test. And just to, I suppose, give you a bit of the layout, I'm stood almost opposite Mike on the right-hand side camera, obviously at a social distance. Oh, everyone's saying the audio's fine.
Excellent.
So yeah, don't forget, if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them while Mike's playing train. Someone's asked what's running. What have we got, Mike?
We've got a Hornby 8F, and we've got a Dapple 29 on at the moment. A few other things behind the scenes we can run as well.
Oh, I forgot, you can stop the train in front of the camera, can't you?
We can, yeah. We'll do that next time round. We've also got behind in the storage yard, we've got the Batman 117. We've got Stania Princess Royal. There's a certain Locomotive Works Class 24, and I think there's something else as well. So, can't remember what trains got on now.
You do have a lot.
There's one or two. If anyone has any requests, we may be able to supply.
William said the audio's better than usual, which is a good sign for us.
That's a good start, yeah. So, webcams it is for everything.
Yeah. A user called Secrets of the Spatula has said, what are the dimensions of Topnydale?
It's 16 foot long and 10 foot wide.
Answers that one. And of course, there's O gauge underneath, as you can just see behind Mike, actually.
Down here. And the O gauge layout's the same dimensions, so it's 16 foot long and 10 foot wide in here.
Right. So I've got my phone as well, just to double check that the chat's keeping up with myself. There's nearly 50 people watching us right now.
Fantastic.
That's weird, isn't it? I'm normally doing this on my own, in my own garage, not the Hornby workshop. So to give you a bit of context, I've just made Mike sit through nearly 45 minutes of me trying to fumble with a microphone. Pretending I'm professional.
I've been playing with trains, I'm happy, it's alright. I don't normally do that on a Friday afternoon. I'm normally chained to a desk on a Friday afternoon working hard.
So just to look at the comments just a bit more, what's the measurements in meters?
In meters?
That's a good one.
That's a good question. I don't do metric. It's about just about 4 meters long. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Yeah, about 4 meters long, 16 foot. And about 3.3 meters wide-ish. I'll ask Google in a minute. I'll stop at 29.
Yeah.
Use some exact numbers on that.
Paul Pilkington said he loves the Dapple 29, but pity that that version is sold out, apparently.
I'm sure there'll be more in the future.
Hopefully. I've got to stop saying Yeah, it did take me 45 minutes.
It really did.
Secrets of the Spatula said he loved the last magazine, lots of diverse articles.
Excellent.
It did take a bit of putting together, that one, being a Hornby special.
It certainly did, yeah. It was a busy month. You're asking about the size in meters. It's 4.87 meters long, and it's 3.048 meters wide.
How's that for service?
Google gave me the answer.
Google.
my metric conversion system isn't quite as good as that in my head.
So Norton Wood has asked, is the layout based on anything, or is it fairly generic?
It's based roughly in the Peak District in the 1960s. So it kind of takes a bit of inspiration from what the railways were like between Manchester and Buxton area. Hence the addition of the quarry, which you might be able to see behind, which is just starting to take shape.
You can't. It's top secret.
Top secret quarry.
I'm not showing them that. That's what we're revealing in the next episode.
Quarry's the next thing to see.
Just a lot more hello since we last said that.
Hello, everybody.
So hello, Chelmsford, Chris, Alan, Rachel. Hello. I've got to catch up. Sorry, I did say at the beginning that this was a slight test of things for us, and we're sort of having a bit of fun. Mike's having fun playing trains. He won't let me control them. So I'll pay more attention to the comments now. So if I just have a quick look. So if you do have any other questions, fire them along. Hello, Danny. Ollie's in. I've already said that. Lettuce has asked, how do I do New Junction and Hornby Magazine? That's quite an easy one, actually. New Junction, I was going to say New Junction. Hornby Magazine is the day job, so it's just an extension of my hobby, really. Well, I shouldn't say that in front of Mike, should I?
New Junction is an extension of your job, yeah.
Yes. Oh, now that's a question. If Hornby Magazine was to build a new exhibition layout, what region and time would you go for?
Oh, well, that's a difficult question to answer right now.
He's glaring up because
there's a plan.
The laptop might be sat on one of the baseboards, who knows?
There is a plan for something else that will be coming out, well, hopefully next year, I think.
This is good. You can ask your real questions. You get the answers in the lack of reply.
We can tell you're going to build something else, and we've got about 3.5 weeks to do it, and we haven't started yet.
To be fair, that's nothing unusual. You only have 30 days normally to do it.
I think we built 7mm depot in about 7 days, didn't we?
You did, yeah. 7mm to Mike's left and my right.
Is our O-gauge depot scene, which we built for the Warley show last year.
What's your favourite Hornby locomotive?
Easy one for you. I know what yours is. Come on. It's been Class 91. Or is it? Simple. That's a really hard question for me, actually.
I'll come back in a minute.
Yeah. Just gonna look. Right now, I think it's probably the Stania Princess Royal is pretty high on my list. Then there's the Q6. We like the Q6. The 8F. Can't go wrong with 8S. Fully Pacifics. I could go on. I'm sorry.
Banana King says, hope to see us at the NEC.
That'll be in 2021.
2021.
So the Warley show is not taking place this year, unfortunately. So.
Nope, you heard it here first.
It didn't last.
Is that the latest Black 5 we've got running in the background?
That is one of the Stania 8Fs from Hornby at the moment. I do have a Black 5 somewhere.
We do. One running, and you have all of them. Gary Lewis has said, are we excited for the GT3?
Yes. Want one, please? Yeah. Well, I've ordered one. I've had one ordered for a long time.
Yeah. When's that due?
Well, they're in production at the moment, and I know they're hoping to have them out before the end of the year, but obviously restrictions on manufacturing and things are slowing things down a little bit for that.
Wardle Road has asked, do we take loco requests?
Yes.
To be fair, you could name pretty much anything, and Mike has it here somewhere.
Might have to go in the loft for it, but
I'll have to do a video on our library of engines because it's just endless.
Loco library.
Yeah.
You haven't seen all of it yet?
No. Tony Northeastern's in, East Coast Mainline. So the NFR says just sub to the new Key website to get the magazine, as his retailer has given up stocking, presumably, on all the magazines they stock. And he says he loves the online content, especially the previous issues.
Fantastic.
That's good.
Yep. We'll keep building up on those, so there will be more of those coming fully finished in the future.
Yes, I mean, Key Model World is pretty much what we've been working on at night.
Yeah, it's the night job. Yeah.
The pandemic is a good thing and a bad thing because it kind of brought it forward. So it's a work in progress, but then it's brought it forward. So everyone's got
it forward. Yeah, yeah.
Got it.
We've got lots of plans. There'll be lots more content on there. We've always got new ideas for what we can do on there as well.
Alan has said, Richard/Mike, did you ever get around to testing the Hatton 66?
Yes.
We reviewed it.
Yeah, we reviewed it back in, it was issue 152, wasn't it? February 2020 issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do have one here somewhere.
You've got two, haven't we?
Yeah, there's one in bits somewhere that I've still got to put back together.
You mean you put it in bits? We'll just throw that out there. Dear me.
I put it in bits.
Chelmsford said he looked forward to seeing Graham Folston's layout in the magazine.
Yeah, that's coming up in our January 2020 issue.
In January.
Yeah. There you go.
Gary Lewis has got a very good question. How did you guys get around your other halves to build railways in the garage as well as your gardens?
It's my job, she can't say no.
Right, I'm going to hold that to you. She's in the other room, we're going to go and ask her live. You'll see her pat Mike's bags.
So, the garden railway, I managed to get that one passed by saying I would landscape the garden at the same time.
You did say that, and she did believe that.
She did believe that. I'm still working on landscaping. It's 2 years so far.
Banana King has said, can we run a 37 if we've got one?
Which would you like, a split head code 37 or a centre head code 37?
Well, now you've got it. Sir Handel, if you just resend that to me, just in case I've missed that one. I do get a lot of emails. I will personally look at that for you. Tony Northeastern said chocolates and flowers works every time.
It does.
I presume he means with the other half and not with me, just to get me working. Centre head code is the choice for the 37.
That's good.
Good. Tom, it's good to see you on this channel as well. Yeah, I do still do both. Oddly, I think it feels odd because a lot of people recognise me from New Junction, obviously. But I do so much video work for Hornby magazine, but a lot of it is on Key Model World on your website. So subscribers see me quite a lot more than normal. Clive, there has been a slight issue with the distributors for the magazine. However, everyone should have their magazines by now. Am I right in saying everyone should have them by now?
Everyone should now have the magazine.
Subscribers, that is.
Yeah. If any subscribers haven't got the magazines yet, and if you give our subscription office a call on either 01780 480 404, or you can email them at subs@keypublishing.com, then the team there will be able to help you out with that.
We give them a load. What? We do our part of the job and then they let us down. No, they'll sort it out. Chelmsford Junction says, what's the price of the subscription for Hornby Mag Online?
For Key Model World?
Key Model World.
I need to check.
We'll check that one. Currently, I would suggest, if you like a paper copy as well, if you subscribe, because I'm right in saying if you subscribe to the paper magazine for a year, you also get access to our website, Key Model World.
That's right, for free at the moment. With a subscription, yeah.
So that's probably the best way.
That is the best option. And we have got some deals on with subscriptions at the moment as well.
Yeah. Have we?
Yeah.
I might have to subscribe.
I'm sure we can sort your copy, Richard.
Can we run a 14XX and Pannier double heading a goods train?
No.
You said it. You said we'd run whatever. SL has said, can we run the Class 17?
Yes.
I knew you'd say that. That's why you put it there. Ashley, hello. We're doing very well, Tar. We're just having a play with live streaming.
Is that our Ashley?
No, I don't think so. Tom, can we run the NHS Class 800 limited edition? That unfortunately has gone back to the prize winner.
So it's gone to its home, yeah.
That has. I was this close to taking it home, and then
you tried.
Yeah. Do we have any A4s on the layout?
I don't have any A4s on the layout, but there are A4s in the drawers.
A lot of A4s. We even got one for smoke.
We have. I've got one on the smoke. The 37's on. That's coming round now. Let's swap this 8F for a 17.
Brockwell Lane has said, is there any news on the Acura scale Deltic or the 94XX from Bachmann?
I believe the 94XX is in the decoration stage with Bachmann. And I think it's in theory it should be due out before the end of this year, but I haven't got any updated information from Bachmann on that one. The Acura scale Deltic, they're hoping to have decoration samples, I think, by November time this year. I think that's what the latest state was on that one. And then it's due to be released in 2021. Subject to change, as these things are.
Is the O-gauge engine shed on the lower level available in double O, or is it scratch built?
It's the Helton kit, that one. Yeah, it's not currently available in double O gauge, that building kit.
I believe there's 115 people watching. That means there's 115 bosses out there. Why no work being done? What do we think of the Bachmann 450?
450? Mark's got most of them.
Yeah. How is the Garden Railway going? I presume you mean mine as it's still being built. It's coming on well. It's not quite at the level of the one we have here. Same again. We need some good weather because I want to film it properly. Although we did touch on it in the third last to go layout update video.
My Garden Railway, your Garden Railway.
Your Garden Railway.
My Garden Railway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was the subject of the special.
It was, yeah. It was a couple of months ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's painful coming here because it's done and it's nice and it's just works.
It's not nice. It's not finished yet. I've still got loads of things to do.
You've got all that landscape and you promise you there are.
I keep doing more landscaping. I keep unplanting things and moving them around.
There was a request for an A4, wasn't there? Yeah. We've got a yay, I love the Class 17.
Me too.
And then, can we run an 08?
Yes. I'm going to struggle to keep up with this then.
So, am I right in thinking this is your first live stream?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, so you learn very quickly not to put out requests. Apparently, literally, an email's just gone out from Acura Scale regarding the Deltic.
Okay. So what I told you a minute ago is probably wrong then now.
Do you think Bachmann will reissue the Class 220 and 221 in DCC format?
I would say never, but I don't know at the moment.
Hi, Combat Bunny. I tell you what, I love some of the names on
I'd say there are some
YouTube.
names for them, yeah.
Aaron has asked, what's the best DCC controller? Now that's a good question because there's controllers for all purposes. I think the best all round has got to be the Gauge Master. Yeah. Well, we use them in house. Yeah. But then, I suppose if you're controlling a layout like the Garden Railways, you could have your TV remote thing that you've got.
Yeah, well, that's I've got the TCS Universal Wi-Fi remote, which connects to the Wi-Fi extension for the Gauge Master Prodigy, which gives me full range all around the garden with Wi-Fi, which is quite nice because I did have quite have enough range on the Prodigy handset for the garden.
Do we still have the 00 gauge Works LSWR saddle tank?
Yes.
We've got a video coming out of that, I believe. Soon,
at
some point. We've got a lot of content this month.
It is currently here. I can't put it on the track because it's not got a decoder in it, so you can balance on a wiring instead.
Oh, here's one for me actually. If you could have one model produced that isn't currently available in ready-to-run format, what would it be? Oh my word. It's close. I'd probably say an 802 to be honest.
An 802?
Yeah, the 800, the electric 800. Yeah, the hybrid. Shut up. In TPE livery. It's a good job I'm not live or anything, isn't it? Have you forgotten about the 14XX and Pania? Oh, we said no to that, didn't we?
I I can't run double-headed because I haven't got a pannier with 2 couplings or a 14XX with couplings on both ends, but I can run one or other with a good strain.
What controllers do we use on top of Dale?
We've got Gauge Master Prodigy at the moment.
Gauge Master everything. The 17 looks like a crocodile from the Swiss Railways.
Quality Locos Crocodile.
Yeah.
One of my favourites from the non-British scene.
Someone said they should produce the 180 and ready to run. And then deleted that message, so obviously they changed their mind.
Now they want the 802.
Brockwell Lane has said, are there any free gifts for new subscribers? So there's a 2-part answer to that, I think. First one is no, but the reason for that is because I suppose we look after our subscribers, so the subscribers get, we don't want to
so we've got
make them feel...
we've got discount rates for new subscribers to get them involved in resubscribing, gets you discount rates as well. But at the moment, I don't think we've got any specific gifts on.
We tend to give all the perks to the entirety of our subscription community. Ross, when is the Class 43 ScotRail Intercity out? Is there another one out?
I thought it already come out.
I thought it had already come out as well.
I think the second version is now out of that.
Oops.
I'm just going to find that. Did the man want a 14XX?
Yeah, apparently. Do we know what the offers are on new subscriptions? Hi, Tim. I think they're discounted. Because you've got various bundles, you've got the paper copy with Key Model World, you've got the digital subscription package you can have and all that.
Yes, there are a number of different options. So yeah, it's
however you want to sort of read the magazine. But as we said, the best way currently is to have the paper copy, because you'll get currently free access to Key Model World, which is the digital side as well, our new website.
So I wasn't prepared for sales questions.
Yeah. Come on, keep the hard questions coming. Mike's here.
Don't do that.
Do you prefer steam or diesel?
For me, I'm pretty even between the two, to be quite honest.
Do you think Hornby should produce a Stonehaven Memorial Pack?
Am I allowed to say no?
Yeah.
I don't think that's got...
Or could it be an outlook tomorrow? Will these live streams be a regular thing? I'm not sure whether Mike can cope with me going live, to be honest.
we'll see how we go.
Still 116 people watching. Well, Ben's asked, how many locos do we have here?
Moving on, a lot. A lot.
It's probably easy to say all of them. Apart from Engage, because that's at Barrenthorpe.
Because that's all at your house now.
Yeah. What modern image trains do we have at Topley-Dale? We'll just see previous answer.
I could say
all of them.
All of them.
Here we go. Norton Wood has asked, is the Hornby magazine team looking forward to the Hornby LNER W1?
I am. Yeah. Richard's getting bored of me talking about it, but I am. Always want
stop me talking about westerns for a bit, let's be honest.
Anyone say go on and on?
Jim, Mike did find the meters for it. What did we say the meters are?
It was 4.87 metres long and 3.048 metres wide.
There we go. What storage box do you use for the layout for your logos?
The logos?
Sort of a mix of IKEA.
Yes, so they're currently kept in IKEA Alex large drawer cabinets, and I've also got my own homemade wooden stop box which we use for shows.
Tim's asked 70s, 90s or 90s. I think you meant to say 70s, 90s or 80s.
60s?
Oh.
70s, 90s or 70s, 80s or 90s? As in decades?
90s.
Well, train for it, so.
Do you have any West Coast mainline modern image train? Yes.
Yes.
The entire fleet. I suppose one of the other layouts for Hornby magazine, the exhibition layout, West Coast Cement, is West Coast mainline, so yeah, that's got endless stock. What do we think of the forthcoming Hornby Avanti 390?
Very nice, but a little bit out of my ear, I suppose. So, me personally, very nice. Looking good though.
I actually hope they do the. Have you seen the new one? The one that's like a rainbow.
I haven't seen that, no.
I don't want to be. I'm sure it's like a Pride thing, but I might be wrong. Or it's not an NHS one, is it?
The new rainbow thing.
But I think it looks amazing. It looks like the Beatles Eurostar.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll hate it. It's too garish.
It's not black.
Darlington Racecourse has said, is there any more Engage content on the way for Hornby magazine? Yes, we've got the new Class 17 by EFE Rail coming out very soon.
Yep, and that's why, actually, if you want to look at that, there's a video on Key Model World which you can watch for free now.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So if you go to Key Model World and you go to the Hornby magazine tab, and then you let the drop-down menu appear, then you go into the online exclusive section. That's where all our videos are.
Oh, that's it. It's a Pride livery one. The new Pandalino.
Okay.
It's like the Magenta 66. You either like it or you don't like it. Someone said, Sheila Ridge has said, please don't mention the Pride train. Have enough of it. Oh, see that's split in the crowds actually. Some people are saying that it's beautiful. Pandalino. That's a good one. Will Batman do more Class 350s?
Again, I would have thought so at some point in the future.
Sheila Ridge said try driving it. The Pride Pandalino. Sorry if I've missed any questions, it's just gone a bit nuts. Keep them firing over. I didn't think so many people would tune in, to be honest, on this little test. It was sort of mid-afternoon, or late afternoon, I should say, by the time I got sorted.
I found the 14XX then.
Yeah. There you go. It's got a rake and half on it. All right. Jim has asked, or Jim has said, he'd like to see track layout sizes in the Hornby magazine in metres as well as feet.
Yeah, it's something we've requested from us as well. Like
Yeah.
We're kind of looking into that and how we would do it within the printed page without messing it up.
Just get a tape measure out of it.
I can work out the sizes. It's just where we put it on page.
Another one, will live streams be regular? Who knows? It's just a bit of fun, bit of testing. Well, we've got a spare sort of hour at the end of the day. Susanna's in. Hello, how are you? Tim,
I've got any HST fans on the line?
What, have you still got all the HSTs at back?
I've got one of them.
Oh, I'll get a HST. Who wants to see a HST? Tim, you did miss it. We couldn't answer that question because, really, while Mike's not there, yeah, we are building a new exhibition layout. Because if I say it while we're live, he has to do it. Because that's a promise. Oh, yeah, okay. I think we're on to, what, 10 yeses for HSTs now?
Are they sure?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah.
Yep. That'd be a yes then.
Someone's put, what's a HST? Ha! Where's that ban button? Oh, here's a question. Now, this is the kind of question we really need. Right. This is going to put Mike really on the spot. You need to be in the camera with this, Mike.
Am I not in camera, Mike?
Slightly. What do you think? Oh, we have to wait. Is the sound still on?
I know, it makes squealing noise. And it's like...
Sorry for headphone users. What do we think is the worst locomotive produced by any manufacturer without saying anything libelous or... All, let me read from this card. All locomotives produced
superb. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't answer that one.
I suppose a constructive answer to that. I suppose you could say. I suppose when you review one in the magazine, when one is excellent, it is because it is excellent and stands above the standard quality. I suppose. It's like just to really turn it on its head. The Sutton 24, it wouldn't have been on my radar to buy, but I think that's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
So that really stood out.
Yeah.
You don't really get engines that sort of shouldn't be for sale. That kind of bad. But
No, I haven't seen anything that bad forever.
Why are your fingers crossed? This is why we're not doing live streams anymore. Pennington, hello, how are you doing? Rail on rail, so ooh, pressure.
Always under pressure.
David's asked, do we think Hornby will at some point produce a locomotive with synchronised smoke?
It'd be nice to see one made, yeah.
Out the box.
I'd like to see that made in restaurant form. The only thing that's been done like that in recent time is the Dapple Black Label A4, isn't it? Yeah. And that did have a synchronised smoke generator in it with fan-driven smoke generator. Actually.
We did have a Hornby live steam stuff, but that was...
Yeah, that was a whole different ballgame, that was. That was actually a boiler with steam that made it move.
Oh, let's not turn the computer off by accident. Cheadle Ridge, no, I've not. Garden first, unfortunately. Which one have I built then? Have I got round to the 00 yet? Tom has asked, am I a train spotter? Nope, never seen one in my life. What's our favourite model shop? Oh, see, that's difficult. Because
Didn't want to get out much.
well, I suppose a lot of shops, I suppose, can you really go wrong with a model shop? Because you go there and it's just like an Aladdin's cave and you sort of leak money in these places and spend all your pocket money.
I do like, I've got to say, I do like what Rails of Sheffield have done with their Emporium part of their shop. Anyway, if anyone's been in there to their second-hand Emporium. But,
don't quite know how to change that, sorry. Someone, it's Ariane actually, has said the camera is focused on the bridge and not the train. I don't know how to change that. It's a cheap webcam, sorry. Apparently this is a great insight into us guys working. Well, we could say not working because this is why I'm allowed to play on the live stream.
yeah, this is very much not the working part of what we do.
Yeah. So if anyone wonders what Mike's day job's like, this is exactly it. 8 hours a day.
8 hours a day playing with track carpets.
Yeah.
I'd smile on more.
Trent Valley said it's good to see one HST remains on Totley Dale. If they were to produce a smoke-fitted loco out the box, then which one?
A4, Duchess.
You've got the room one.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, saying that, you've got the. Can we watch the smoke-fitted Duchess video on Key Model World? Not Duchess, is it?
The Princess Royal.
Princess,
yes.
sorry.
Yep. The Princess Royal videos on Key Model World. Yep.
Yeah. Cheadle's looking forward to the O-Gauge Class 37 going around the garden.
So am I.
David said it's great to see the magazine doing a live stream. Thank you. It did take some time to get this going. Nearly 140 people watching it.
It took a long time today to put it up.
Yeah, it did take me a while. And it's still not perfect, you know. Tree Forest has asked, have we got any network rail locomotives you could run on the layout?
Yes. Got some network rail HST power cups. They have to be really nice, I'll find them.
There, Lane, hello. Ooh. Has the Hornby magazine team thought about doing a brass kit of a loco in 7mm and show how to fit it for DCC?
I have thought about it, yes.
I don't know if they'll be able to hear you down there.
I have thought about it, yes. We have an almost unending list of things we'd like to do in the magazine.
So Christopher has asked, not to be rude. It's always a good start to a question.
It's normally me.
Yeah. He said, I'm just asking out of curiosity, what is it you do at Hornby? And the same question for Mike. So, right, as everyone knows, this is my town. No, basically we're the editorial team, or 2/3 of the editorial team for Hornby magazine. Mike is the editor, and I'm the associate editor of the magazine. So the monthly magazine, you see, that's what we do.
Yeah. And the magazine is published by Key Publishing.
Yeah. And the third member of the happy trio is Mark Chivers, who's the assistant editor, who's the one doing all the work today. Wouldn't you agree? I would damn tools if I saw this video and I was home. What would be the chances of Hornby developing and building a J5 as it's not represented in model form?
I don't know. Hornby's always looking at new ideas,
Yeah.
so it may already be on their list.
Someone may do it.
Yep.
That's a common thing, I suppose, because we're Hornby magazine.
Yeah.
Everyone assumes we're Hornby, but no, we're unbiased. We can talk about any manufacturer.
We do. We talk about everything. All
Yeah.
trains, all sizes, all colours, all brands.
Yeah. Where's 12 Trees?
It's currently back in its container at the moment, back in storage. Yeah. It doesn't quite fit in here.
No,
It's about
scarily.
4 foot too long to fit in the garage.
Someone's asked, when's Richard getting a pay rise? No one's asked.
It's just you, Richard.
Nick's asked, what's your favourite YouTube model railway channel?
It's got to be New Junction.
Obviously. I'll find me 20 quid. You missed a trick by not saying the whole magazine channel, to be honest. That was your one chance.
Not one chance.
I always find that a difficult one because everyone assumes you have one that beats the rest. But I personally, because I'm a loser and watch more channels than most, but they're all good. If it's model railways, I'm happy.
Inspiration,
I'm quiet in the
ideas.
corner, not bothering the other half at home. Norton said, cheeky question, have you got any jobs at Hornby magazine?
I think when I stopped working.
Yeah. We need someone who can handle a microphone. That's me out. Genuine question, Jim Ross has asked. Now, thank you, Jim. Don't know Jim. It sounds like a slightly fake profile, but it's not. Said, when's Richard getting a well-deserved pay rise? There you go. And we'll wait here until we get an answer. SL's favourite YouTube channel is Sam's Trains. No offence. Well, you're in luck because we have been working with Sam.
Yep. Got a project coming up, haven't we?
Yeah. Are we allowed to talk about the end of the month, October?
We might as well mention it now. Good for people
As well,
to talk about it.
160 people watching.
Yeah. It's actually the beginning of next month.
October 10th, isn't it?
Yeah. Weekend of October 9th, 10th and 11th, we're hosting a virtual Great Electric Train Show event, which will be hosted between YouTube and Key Model World.
Of which Sam will be a part.
Sam will be a part of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Amongst other people.
Yep. Got lots of really good content coming together for that.
Yeah. So that'll be exciting.
Yeah. Something really to keep you busy there.
Well, I'm looking forward to the, is it the 12th? Is the Monday after?
Yeah.
When I can sleep again. Logan's asked, how's the quarry going? That's a good question because it's not even on camera.
We probably saw the layout update, the Hornby magazine show a couple of issues back when we did the start of the track plan. I've made the buildings. I've got to finish the buildings. They need glazing and they need weathering. And you'll be able to see a lot more on that on our next Hornby magazine show.
Yeah. I think the main build of the next Hornby magazine show is the quarry. And I have to say, the building is just behind Mike, and you can't quite see it on the camera, but it's looking really good.
It will look good when it's finished. There's quite a lot of work. We won't fully finish that scene next time, but that will be the focus. What we focus on for building next time.
So I'm trying to count how many stories that building is. 6 stories? Looking at those windows?
It's a 6-story building, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's,
Anthony's in, hello. How did our visit to Graham at Lakeside go?
Very good. A good day there.
Yeah.
Enjoyed Graham's company. Really nice layout.
I think one of the highlights of that actually is he's modelled not only himself but his house.
Yes.
And he's done very well with that. I thought, obviously it's modern image, so I love it.
Yeah, that's great too. And I like modern image too, then. Just not quite as modern image sometimes.
Zappa has said, with the rise of O-Gauge ready to run, that he's surprised, or she's surprised, that Hornby haven't released anything. Do we have any thoughts on that?
I think they've stuck to their core market for the time being. There's quite a lot of manufacturers working in O-Gauge at the moment and actually covering off a lot of content as well. Very well supported at the moment is O-Gauge, I would say.
And then similar lines, Nick said, I'd love to see Hornby branch out into N-Gauge.
Well, they actually technically have, because they've done the Brighton Bell in N-Gauge.
That's true, actually, yeah.
So actually, Hornby, through its international brands, does do N and TT as well. Because one of their brands does TT gauge, I believe, as well.
Starkiller has said, thanks for the content over lockdown. Me and my dad really enjoyed watching them. Smiley face.
Fantastic.
It's good.
Thank you.
Glad someone does.
It wasn't just me watching it.
Who out of the three of you is the more detailed modeller? Mark. Easily. Rose has said, hi guys, have you heard any rumours from Hornby about possible companion locos for the rocket?
No.
Lion would be beautiful in my opinion.
Lion would be lovely.
Yeah. But no, sadly.
Unfortunately, not heard anything yet.
It's a good point actually, because if there is latest news, some people don't know, but obviously Key Model World is news-wise updated live, so as it happens. So that's the best place to check, and the news, of course, is free.
Yeah, it's free for everyone on Key Model World. Is news.
Yeah. Do we like Grand Central? Yes.
Yes.
However, the sad news is it's not going to run anymore. I'm going to build a double O-Gauge model railway. Any suggestions? That's a very open question, that one. Depends what you like, I suppose.
Do you like steam or diesel? For a start.
Rail Video Cheltenham has said, any industry locos coming for 2021?
Industrial locos. Not on my radar at the moment. There may be reliveries of existing things for 2021. I mean, I'm sure Hornby will have some more Ruston 48 DSs or packets in 2021, but we don't know yet because the catalogue hasn't been released. So
yeah,
pure speculation.
DCB, we use Gauge Master advanced controllers for all our layouts. Brockwell Lane said, do we ever feature Continental Outline in the magazine?
We have done a couple of times,
briefly, in the last one.
We did in issue 15, was it 157 when we did Penpool? And we did actually way back in the distant past, in issue 15, we had a German there as well.
Do you know where Hornby keeps their secret projects?
Their secret projects? In their secret project drawer.
Danny, you might have to rephrase that question. I'm not 100% what you mean by that one. That's an interesting one. Robert, hello, good afternoon, has asked, hi to you both. How does working in the model rail industry impact your own layouts?
So that's why I built a garden railway.
Yeah.
I wanted something to play with myself.
Quote unquote.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, make the most of this. We're never going live again. I think the best thing about working in the industry is you no longer really need an excuse with the other half. Because, oh, it's work. Sorry, love.
Yeah, it's probably done.
Sorry. Do we think Hornby or Bachmann will make the Class 81 electric locomotive in double O-Gauge?
I suppose one of those never say never things.
Yeah. Which Hornby layout would you wish you could keep? That's an interesting one because
Richard would want West Coast cement, surely.
it's the wrong side of the country.
Yeah, but you could just call it East Coast cement.
I'd have West Coast cement if it was O gauge.
12 Tree Junction for me.
Nick's asked where Lola, I presume you mean Lulu, my dog, very close. And this is where it gets confusing because Mike's dog, who is at work, is actually called Luna. So you have Luna, Mike's dog, and I have a dog called Lulu. And that was completely unplanned.
But as it's an hour between midnight and 11:59 the next day, Luna is asleep. So
yeah.
So traditional pose.
Yeah. Danny, anything that sort of, I suppose, helps promote different accounts and news and things is a good idea, I suppose. Yeah. John has asked, are we based at the Margate site? And so, two parts to this question. No, we're not, because we're not directly Hornby. We're Hornby Magazine, which is based in Peterborough.
In Stamford.
Stamford, sorry. That's why I looked at you. I know where we are, because I came here this
Can
morning.
you remember where you went?
Oh,
yeah, so Hornby Magazine's published by Key Publishing, which is an independent publisher, and we have the licensing deal to use the Hornby name on the cover.
Yeah, so, and then the second part to that is after seeing the space available there, are there any plans to use the space? And then it's interesting to see the full-scale locos next door. And this is where I suppose it gets interesting.
The Hornby factory, yeah.
The company that owns the 1-1 collection now own the Hornby factory.
Yes.
And they technically rent it to Hornby.
Yeah, so they rent the offices to Hornby, don't they? And
so
then
more space they're using all that to pay.
all that factory you're walking around in the latest Hornby magazine show, that's all owned by the Locomotive Storage Limited. They use that whole area for, well, they use some of it for locomotive storage and use other areas for parts storage and equipment storage as well.
Yeah.
A lot of bits going to making a full-size locomotive.
And then we have, this is probably one for you actually, Mike. Oliver has asked, have you ever been critical of a Hornby product when working for the magazine?
Yes, we have at times, yeah.
Extra critical.
Yeah.
They better get it right.
Critical where it's fair,
yeah.
where it's needed, not critical for critical's sake.
No. To be fair, obviously I'm wearing the t-shirt, but I always think your reviews are quite fair. If something's not right, you mention it in the review.
Yeah,
that's the point of the review.
Yeah, we try to be fair. I mean, we've got to be fair and balanced to everyone, so, and that includes people reading the magazines.
Do you know if anyone has modelled either of the two railways that ran on the Jersey Channel Islands?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Ronald said, heard DAPL are making a large prairie. When are they due?
I believe they'll be in 2021, but I haven't got any detailed up-to-date information from the moment.
Can we do a race on the layout?
Between me and Richard or between trains?
Yeah, Mike wins. This is an interesting one, and it also was quite a common trend to the comments on our last Hornby magazine show. Is, do we wish production of Hornby stock came back home to Margate? But there's so many answers to that.
Yeah, because say in the perfect world, I think anyone would say yes to that.
The romantic answer is yes.
Yeah, but I think the realistic answer is that it would be just completely uneconomical for Hornby, as far as I see. Yeah, I'm sure we'd all love to see things made in the UK again. I mean, we are seeing things made in the UK again. DAPL started remanufacturing in Chirk in the UK as well.
So I suppose we've been on just over an hour. 160 people currently watching. So if we get down to the last few questions, if you have any burning ones before we sign off, you're happy to sign off.
Yeah,
I just want me to leave you just live.
Well, just leave it for the rest of the weekend. Stuck here with your laptop. Yeah.
Don't pretend like you do other things.
Here playing trains all weekend.
Marcus is in. Hello. Is in Gowerton, Marcus.
I missed Mr. Marcus Lambert. Hello, Marcus.
Yeah. He's obviously not sold his house yet.
No.
Yeah. Come on, Marcus. What are you playing at? Oliver said, can we have a night running session?
It is on my list of things I'd like to do, but I haven't got enough lighting yet on the layout.
Yeah, it's very difficult to film at nighttime running in the dark.
Yeah, I think the main problem at the moment is to do a nighttime ring session. I think that the signal box and the goods shed both need to be illuminated, and a couple of actually all the station buildings are already illuminated anyway. So basically, I think the answer to the question is I'm being a bit lazy. I should just finish off lighting the buildings really, and then we could possibly do
that. Oh, it is a good one. It's probably the question of the show, to be honest. Ben likes trains as Ash. Does 12 trees actually have 12 trees?
There are certainly 12 bush-shaped things on it.
I did notice that when I was filming. There's like a clump.
There's a clump. There's probably about 12 trees there.
John has asked, do we know if the rest of the Hornby magazine crew will get 3D models scanned for model view? But believe it or not, they were both done before me.
Yeah, we've all been done
now. Because you've got Mark who's leaning on something, isn't he?
Yeah, Mark was done as a signalman leaning on the fence of the signal box. I've been done as both as a seated diesel driver and a diesel driver with his bags waiting for his steed to arrive.
And I have to say though, that the seated diesel driver you could put that anywhere. It doesn't look quite
multiple positions. Yeah. And Richard's been done as Richard. So,
yeah.
We have talked about doing another set of scans, haven't we? As for us all to be different characters for layout. So.
Yeah, but who would I be?
Well, we'd have to decide, wouldn't we?
Fat controller, someone's going to say it. Tim, this is a good question. It's probably best for Mike again because you've been here since the start. What's your favourite layout you've featured so far?
Favourite layout featured so far?
Ever.
Purely.
Don't cop out and say the one that's in the next article, next magazine.
From a purely personal point of view, actually, Shenstone Road.
Yeah,
I've wanted to feature Greg's
154.
Wasn't it? Yeah, 154.
Yeah.
I wanted to feature that since pretty much just been running the magazine, really. One of those layouts that for me ticks every box, especially as it has westerns on it. So.
To be fair, to Shenstone Road, that's the layout that just made me think, what am I playing at? New hobby. Do we know when Steampunk's coming out?
I believe it's not very far away now, is it?
Danny's asked what qualifies a layout to get featured.
Well, we'd want to see fully completed scenery, nice trains. Basically, if anyone does have a layout they'd like to see in the magazine, then you can drop us a line on email with some pictures of your layout, and we'll have a look at them and we'll come back to you. Can't guarantee we'll feature everything, but
we do have a lot of requests.
We do.
But no, email them across or get in touch, Facebook, email, whatever. Under the current situation, what do you think the chances are of any model railway exhibition next year?
It's going to be difficult running exhibitions next year if we are able to do them. I mean, any exhibition planned for next year is going to be subject to government guidance anyway. People realise we've got one planned in for March next year at Event City in Manchester. We've got a lot of work to do around that to make sure everything is safe for everyone to go, and we will do everything we can.
Yeah.
We know that traders want to go, we know that layout owners want to go, and we hope that the visiting public want to go. And then we've got to do all the hard work to make sure that everyone is safe whilst they're there as well. I mean, we will do that, otherwise we won't open the door.
Well, is that you stopping that?
No, it's speaking of the slowing down itself, actually, I think it needs wheels clean.
I can't tell if it's just the streams behind or the cameras behind, but on my screen the train's miles away. Right. So does anyone have one last final question before I sign off? Let Mike have his weekend playing trains in here. Might as well be live. Finley said hi, Hornby and Richard.
And Richard?
Well, obviously you're Hornby. There you go.
Mike, hi.
Do you ski?
No, I think I'd end up with broken bones, to be honest.
Yeah. I'm more built for rolling than skiing, I think is the... Right, everyone's now saying, have a great weekend, thanks and blah, blah, blah. Right, do it again. Don't forget to thumbs up and like the video or comment below if you want to see us do more of these. I've got to persuade Mike to let me loose on the live stream again. Otherwise, everyone's laughing at the do you ski comment. Someone said, does Mike get an ice cream? Well, thank you very much for joining. 160 of you still.
Yeah, thank you for watching.
And we'll see you very soon. So, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.